Hi guys, welcome back, and we're now going to look at the last lick. So first of all, let me just play it for you, then we'll go through it, and then we'll put all the licks together and play through it nice and slow. So the last lick sounds like this. Okay, so a classic John Mayer style lick where we're really playing with the boundary of what's lead and what's rhythm and kind of piecing it together in that respect. So let me just take you through it. First of all, we're starting up in pentatonic shape 2. So we're up here, okay, using the pentatonic shape 2 in E major, and we're going to grab the top 2 strings, okay, B and E string, and on the 12th fret we're then going to hammer on the 14th fret just on the B string. So again, just like we've done all through this solo, we leave the higher string open and play as it open by open. I should clarify that I mean as it is, so with the first finger already playing it, and then hammer on just the 3rd finger. You've got to create the bridge over the E string to get a nice chimey kind of sound. Okay, with the right hand throughout this whole thing we're using thumb and 1st finger. Okay, so whatever 2 notes I've got together, whatever 2 strings, it's always thumb on the low string, finger on the high string. Okay, so here we're going to go like this. Okay, then back to the double 12. Then we're going to go down to the 13 by itself. So that's just your pentatonic shape 2 note. Okay. Then I'm going to double up on these 2 notes. So I'm going to go back to this, you know, if you think of your pentatonic shape 2, I'm just grabbing 2 more notes from the pentatonic shape 2. And then I'm going to use my 1st finger on the 11th fret G string, and then 12th fret B string. And this time I'm going to hammer onto the 13th fret of the G string, leaving this one exactly where it is. Okay, so you get this. Okay, finishing with the little finger on the 14th fret. So that's your E string root note of the D string. So you get, that's the first half of this lick. So again, notice how clear those double notes are. A lot of the time when I do this with private students, it's kind of because they're not hearing this double sound. But that's the whole point of this exercise and this lick. You have to hear that chordal sound almost. Okay? So at that point, we're then going to move the lick into a slightly trickier area. So we got the first half. Now, we basically come back to doing this exact same thing a few more times, okay? So we've just done this, we do it again, and again. And guess what? We do it one more time. So we actually do that particular part of the lick 4 times. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It just means you've got to get used to your fingers moving kind of like that on your right hand, so they just move up and down, okay, to match the 2 strings. So with that together we get, okay, then at that point we're going to go like this. Okay, so basically what that gives us is we're going to go on the 11th fret here, 1st finger on the D and G string, hammer on to the, as if we're still in that pentatonic shape 2, hammer on with the little finger to the 14th fret of the D string. So that's quite a stretch there, guys. You really got to work hard. That thumb's got to be right at the back of the neck, nice and flat, not over the top like that. It's going to be really challenging like that. Okay, then back to the double 11. Then back to the double 9, so we're now back in the pentatonic shape 1. Okay, so then you're going to hit this 11th fret of the D string, and then to finish off we're going to go. Okay, so exactly the same as we did in one of the other licks. We've got double 9 here on the D and G string, hammering on the 3rd finger to the D string 11th fret twice. Okay, so let me just put that whole lick together because it's quite complicated. So we got 1, 2, now just a little bit quicker. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, so I'm just going to play that one against the beat. Okay, so we're going to go 40 BPM again, just like we did in the last lesson, so that we got it nice and steady. So it's really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's the lick. So let's stop that there. Now then, we're going to challenge ourselves now and try to put all the licks together. So as we've gone through it, hopefully you've been putting, doing lick 1 to 3, merging those together, adding 4 and 5, merging those together. That's how we generally want to learn solos and extended kind of lead parts like this. Okay, so we're now going to try and put it together. I'm going to do the whole thing across the 40 BPM. So really slow. This is almost half pace in the track. Okay, and then gradually, of course, it's your job to speed it all up. So here we go, let's get the beat on. The whole thing, lick by lick. So here we go, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. It's lick 1, lick 2. Okay, there you have it. Especially in the in-between section, the timings are a little looser because it's got that real bluesy edge to it. So you can kind of be a little looser with the timings there, but the rest of it is very on the beat and very bouncy, just as you'd expect from a kind of John Mayer solo. So there we have it. Hopefully you enjoyed the course and you really enjoyed kind of getting into all these different styles of John Mayer, because let's be fair, he's a pretty talented guy. He can play all of this stuff. It's really incredible. And it will take a long time to get a lot of these techniques, especially if you've never used your fingers before without a plectrum. So that's a challenge within itself. So have fun with it. Be sure to also check out our Getting the Tone element where we look at kind of the amps we're using, the pedals, the guitars, and just how we're generally getting the John Mayer tone. And above all, have fun. See you next time.